Hi everyone, it's Maybelle with Love Shaped Intuition. I'm back with another reading. Today we're going to be taking a look at Jupiter's ingress into Taurus. This will be beginning May 16th, 2023, and it lasts for 1 year till May 25th, 2024. The last time that Jupiter transited Taurus was June 4th, 2011 to June 11th, 2012. So you can think back to what was going on in that time of your life. The previous transit was another 12 years before, and that was in 1999 to the year 2000. So Jupiter stays in each sign for about a year and then moves on to the next sign. We're going to be taking a look at this Jupiter in Taurus energy for the collective, and then I'll be pulling a couple cards for each individual sign to see what focused energy each sun sign or rising can expect. If you haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. It is the most valuable support here that you can provide me on YouTube. I am trying to reach my goal of over 1,000 subscribers so that I can try and gain monetization from YouTube. It's free for you to support with a subscription. Like, comment, share this video with a friend or family member. All interactions do help the channel to grow, and I really appreciate your help. If you would like to support my free content with a donation, you can visit Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi.com. Those links are in the description box for this video, as well as in the comments. I have an Amazon wish list. It's linked in the description box and in the comments if you would like to gift a new oracle or tarot deck to the channel. And I'm on Instagram at Love Shaped Intuition if you would like to follow me there. I'd love to see you there as well. All right, so we're going to get ready with the collective reading first. Okay, what does the collective need to know for this Jupiter transit? Okay, freedom. So perhaps this has to do with the freedom to speak our minds, especially since my throat kind of acted up right there. For the collective, Jupiter in Taurus. Okay, thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Card number 43. 4s are numbers of building something on a solid, structured, stable foundation. 3s are teamwork, or collaboration, or working together on something. 4 and 3 together is spirituality, connectedness, can be long-term relationships, partnerships, contracts, commitments, including marriage. You may be questioning some type of commitment. Okay, Jupiter in Taurus. Okay, fire, passion. Perhaps whether you are uncertain about what it is that kind of drives you or pushes you forward. What is your passion? Do you have like the freedom to really go for it? Are you kind of stuck or feeling stuck in a situation? And again, having the freedom to speak freely, speak passionately. the uncertainty card talks about not needing to struggle, to be still if you're feeling, confused or unsure. Okay, Jupiter and Taurus for the collective. Okay, break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Wow, so I'm going to put that right underneath this bird cage because there is some type of breaking free that is wanting to happen. This can also be a sense of like anger, frustration, aggressiveness, and the uncertainty with the world, like the frustration with just how much ancestral patterns may be kind of holding some people back and needing healing, and there's a kind of rewriting of the future. Okay, what is this for the collective? Jupiter and Taurus. Okay, pleasure. So pleasure and passion. This is a savor your life. Enjoy. So maybe it's having to do with, earthy things in Taurus, right? So pleasure and things that are beautiful and good food. Okay, let's get one more for the collective. Okay, Standing Stone's Passage. Card number 40. And this is how interesting. So similar energies from these two cards. And I don't know why, but I was called to pull another card from that deck. Card number 40, another 4, building something on a solid, structured, stable foundation. This card talks to me about kind of finding your soul's path. Those big stones, kind of like the ancient stones, being guided. This red here suggests being kind of stable, rooted in the base or root chakra. Okay, we're going to go into our zodiac signs. We're going to start with Aries. You can watch this from your sun or rising sign. And also, if you know where Jupiter is in your chart, especially if you have Jupiter returning to Taurus in your chart. Okay, for Aries. Okay, Pisces energy. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So, Aries, be aware of tendencies to kind of like escape into too much pleasure and passion, and especially when confused, stay away from toxic energies. Try not to overindulge. For Aries, okay, declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So perhaps going after what you truly kind of value and what it is that you really want to do. Declutter is important, especially getting rid of items that, you know, are heavy in energy, perhaps things that you don't really want. Maybe you inherited hand-me-down things that you no longer need, and someone else can maybe get use out of. Freedom, the freedom to pursue your passion. So perhaps to kind of focus on what brings you pleasure a little bit more, breaking the chain, especially if you are a big people pleaser. But definitely taking care of cleaning your space, cleaning your energy, clearing your energy of toxic relationships or toxic patterns, especially like having to do with overindulgence or escapism. And this has to do with breaking the chain of, so you'll know if it's like a pattern that you've kind of already noticed, especially a familiar pattern. All right. So that is what I have for Aries. Thank you for watching. Taurus sun rising, or if you have Jupiter returning to the area of your chart in Taurus. Okay, Uranus and the first house. So this may be for someone specifically watching for their rising sign. The first house is what people see, the impression that you give. And there may be a large, some type of change or transition, something that you are kind of doing differently. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So you may be kind of breaking the chains of what kind of makes you feel tied down, and going after what it is that pleases you instead of pleasing other people, kind of savoring your life. And this may have to do with how you present to the world. So definitely a noticeable change. Okay, for Taurus. And I am hearing like sirens in the background. Okay, so be aware. Conscious consumer, you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. And clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So you may be making the choice to kind of pay off some type of debts, go after what it is that you enjoy. This is telling you or urging you, encouraging you to be conscious about your choices, living simply and purchasing only that which you need. So this may be a marked change in how you usually do things, perhaps something different from what your family upbringing was like. All right, and that is what I have for Taurus. I thank you for watching. Okay, Gemini. For Gemini, Taurus, or Jupiter in Taurus for Gemini. Okay. Aquarius and Cancer. Aquarius. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. And we have the freedom card right there, so that lines up. And Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. So, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm getting is some of you may be kind of going through, since this transit does happen every 12 years, you may be going through a cycle of when you first either became a mother or you may be maybe becoming a mother, questioning your freedom, and what brings you pleasure, maybe kind of doing things that allow you to stay free and enjoy your life and allow you to continue to go for your passions. And at the same time, you can still nurture yourself. This may have to do with your family. Let's go with one of these abundance cards for Gemini. Okay, declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away any clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items, and be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Okay, so definitely allow time for yourself to have fun, for yourself to kind of express yourself freely, find what you're passionate about. Declutter your environment, your energy, thoughts, words, deeds, items. If you have inherited things or just have stuff that you don't really use anymore, no longer need, something that others can benefit from, you may wish to donate those items. It can give those items a new kind of lease on life, and you can feel better about it. It also clears your energy. Let's get one more for Gemini. Okay, power of prayer. Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So definitely, if you're feeling uncertain about something, prayer is important. If you are trying to release these kind of chains of the past, releasing ancestral patterns and trying to kind of release them, they can have a really strong hold. Some people don't even notice what those patterns are. So if you are noticing those patterns and you want to change, some of the harmful cycles of the past, really be proud of yourself and know that it is hard work. It is hard work to clear your energy of a lot of those things, and not feel guilty too about wanting to kind of like rewrite the past, or what do they call cancel culture or whatever, like kind of erasing everything. You don't want to erase everything. You don't want to forget everything. You do have, some good memories or positive memories from your childhood, from your ancestors, from your family. It's not saying that you want to like cut that all out, but there are perhaps patterns, cycles of harmful energy, any kind of toxic, things having to do with anger, perhaps, or overindulgence, even not allowing yourself, not allowing yourself or feeling guilty about some of these things just because of familiar patterns. Yes, so try and clear those, the energy, and it looks like, prayer is going to be helpful to you in this situation. It may also be that you had different belief system than your family, and that doesn't mean that you have to let go of whatever it is you believe. It does say pray, and I truly think that because it's coming out for you here today, it is not being in the struggle of that. So like removing the guilt and breaking those chains of guilt or shame or whatever it is. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers, and act. Okay, so be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. So this card talks about savoring your life, stopping to smell the roses, moving in a languid way, kind of, taking steps down this path. And we also have this path, and we have this path. Even with uncertainty, it's asking you to kind of be still, not struggle. But once you kind of know what it is that brings you pleasure and what you find that creative spark for, and be free, or feel free to kind of speak your mind. And were you ever a rebel, especially like, or a black sheep in your family, something like that is what I'm also getting. So declutter those thoughts and things and those energies, and prayer is important for Geminis. All right, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. Take care. Okay, hi Cancer. Jupiter in Taurus for Cancer. Okay, the 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So this might be kind of having to do with your friends and feeling free to speak your mind around them. Perhaps there's some kind of ancestral pattern here, perhaps feeling kind of stuck in patterns where maybe your friends are doing something different, maybe you're feeling judged. Perhaps you've always wanted to feel kind of part of the in crowd or part of the group, but you're maybe outgrowing that situation, and with the uncertainty there, not really knowing whether you guys are outgrowing each other and kind of going down different paths. Also believing in your luck or knowing how to make friends. This might have to do with just breaking some kind of patterns or cycles where you feel like dependent on them for something. Or being fearful of having cycles that have looked either like bad luck, or, oh, you know, not going out with friends, or not kind of following through with things that you think might make you happy, or being some type of just uncertain about what it is that you want. Maybe this has to do with like friends with benefits situations that you are feeling like kind of stuck in. For Cancer. Okay, exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Okay, so perhaps you are feeling kind of unhealthy. Perhaps you are trying to break some kind of cycle. Perhaps doing something having to do with maybe hiking or exercise, some other type of exercise that you enjoy, is going to allow you to make friends where you feel as though you belong. Let's look at one more for this, for Cancer, for the 11th house energy. Okay, pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. So yeah, so perhaps, you know, these are cycles where your friends are not making the best choices, perhaps going out too much, overindulging, not being certain about all this. So maybe encouraging them to kind of start exercising, to use up your energy a different way, or find a different group that likes to energize. It's investing in yourself, your health, your relationships that are going to be healthier for you and not as enabling. Also, if you are, going out so often that you're not able to save because your friends are perhaps, using you in some type of like financial way, make sure that you are setting aside some of that. It could be something that you have learned from one of your parents or ancestors, that they like to kind of like blow money. And that might also be something having to do with the types of friends that you are doing, if they're doing any kind of illegal things or things that you just don't want for yourself and your future. This can also be like if they were like, if you're just kind of used to extravagantly showing off or spending for your friends, or maybe those friends are the ones that are like kind of around you to almost take advantage, and already, like you feel, because this card did come out somewhat in reverse. So are they your real friends, So exercising, and choosing a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising. It'll become its own reward. You'll be able to manifest better situations for yourself. All right, so that is what I have for Cancer. I hope that it's been helpful. Thank you for watching. Hi, Leo. Okay, what is this Jupiter and Taurus transit for Leo? Okay, the 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So this may have to do with finding and breaking some type of pattern or chain, perhaps spiritually, having the freedom to travel as well. Okay, what is this for Leo? Okay, bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Yeah, so I didn't really feel that it was academic because of the other cards here. That it may be different in your situation because it does list it there. But I was kind of feeling more along the lines of spiritual or actual travel nature because of the cards that are there. And so it does talk about, these are all like with paths, like walking the path, and being uncertain about the path and kind of like making sure that you are finding stillness and not struggling. And this is also showing a path and talking about moving in a kind of relaxed, languid way and stopping to smell the roses and savoring your life. And this card talks about freedom, which would also suggest kind of, breaking free and having movement. So bountiful nature, seeing the bounty, the abundance, in nature and kind of exploring that. Also, because some of these are kind of spiritual and breaking the chains of different ancestral patterns and things like that. So definitely can also be spiritual. This card also talked about being out and one with God and nature. So it may be kind of both, a journey, travel, long distance travel, finding, whether it's hiking or going for walks or whatever it is, but definitely finding that connection spiritually. There are many different ways to connect, getting that too. So bountiful nature, there's so many different ways to really feel God's presence. So whether this has to do with some type of past energy where you're feeling like stuck or imprisoned, almost feeling like you are not allowed. But this talks about healing and breaking those chains, breaking the ancestral patterns and rewriting the future. The future doesn't have to be like how it was. And so if there was some type of lack of freedom in preventing some type of pleasure or even going after what it is that you're passionate about, or perhaps just being uncertain of it. If you're not sure, going out into nature and really trying to connect with God's source spirit may help you find what it is. But this does have to do with finding some type of pattern that's holding you back and healing that. All right, so that is what I have for Leo. And I did look at the bottom of the deck, and it says cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share it with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. All right, so that may be like a mindset of lack or scarcity. It might be something having to do with, feeling jealous or envious of others. And so perhaps working on the root chakra, to encourage like feelings of stability and kind of like a sense of belonging, to allow you a little more freedom to enjoy like the bountiful nature. Maybe you're working too hard or something like that and not really going after what it is that you are passionate about. All right, so that is what I have for Leo, and I hope that it's been helpful. Thank you for watching. Hi, Virgo. Okay, Jupiter and Taurus for Virgo. Okay, Neptune. Your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Okay, so there is some type of chain that may stem from childhood or ancestral patterns, something that's holding you back. And this may be kind of constant yearning for something different than where you currently are, instead of accepting your life as it is in the present and really kind of saying yes to the day and living now. It may be how you look at things, and it could be fantasies or illusion. It could be lying to yourself about how things really are. It could also be lying to yourself about how things were in the past. This does talk about not turning everything into a struggle. And if you are feeling confused or unsure, then it's time to kind of go within and be still. Your journey was, is perfectly created for you, for the experiences that you're experiencing now. So that's why, being in the present is important. There's something that is making you feel like you're stuck. Perhaps that's also an illusion. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords in the tarot, which is kind of like being stuck in almost like a prison of your own thoughts. And that also kind of gives me that same vibe here with this card. All right, let's get an abundance card for Virgo. This could also be having to do with like what you get passionate about. It may be something, again, from the past, some either overindulgence or trying to break free from whatever it is that's holding you back. Okay, what is this for Virgo? Clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So definitely, if this is a pattern from the past, feeling like you're stuck in something, you can take steps. You can take steps to get yourself out of this situation. Perhaps you're angry because you can't enjoy your life, this pleasure here. Allow yourself to enjoy life now. Savor what it is that you do have now. be grateful for those things now and begin to start clearing debts. Break some type of chain that for Virgo. Get one more. Okay, attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears that are underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So, yeah, perhaps it's some type of way that, you were taught or that you kind of picked up. Something that you are yearning for, and if you begin to chase it, it's just a mindset that you don't have something. If you are okay, so if you're chasing something, just stop. It's time to go within, be still, really focus on what it is that you're passionate about and what brings you pleasure, but accept, the now. So your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. So be free from whatever it is, this kind of mental prison, break the chain and heal these ancestral patterns. Try and heal whatever this is so that you can have a blessed and bright future. When you clear these debts, whether they are your debts to pay or you feel that others owe you something, there's, some type of ties or obligations here. And it's important to attract, not chase, with love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. All right, so that is what I have for Virgo. I hope that it's been helpful, and I thank you for watching. Hi, Libra. Okay, Jupiter and Taurus for Libra. Okay, Neptune, your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. And Virgo just got that. I'm going to pull another one. If you want to, just watch the Virgo reading for that card. Okay, for Libra. Okay, this card did come out in reverse, Aquarius. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Okay, so freedom, but it came out freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. And in reverse. And then you have fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. Some type of chain that you need to break, or you're being encouraged to break. This may have to do with getting technological and freedom. You may be kind of fantasizing about things. This may have to do with like texting, sexting, online kind of meeting people that are not necessarily real, just for fun, kind of keeping yourself in some type of unhealthy pattern, but it's keeping you stuck in some way. Okay, what is this for Libra? Okay, obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So it looks like the pathway is clear, and perhaps there was a block before. I was just talking about this, I think it was yesterday. If if the thing that you were chasing stopped running, would you open the door? Okay, let's get one more. Or is it just a thing of like wanting to go after what it is that you're chasing? And once the chase is done, is that all it was? So I'm really feeling that energy here with the Libra reading, with the break this kind of chain or cycle, kind of just going after, you know, kind of like this empty passion. And the blocks are lifted. This may have to do with finances, feeling stuck when there is no blockage. Okay, visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of what is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So yeah, so if you have like a familial pattern where of illusion, you know, of that which is unhealthful, kind of overindulgent, feeling stuck in situations and not really knowing whether you want to kind of go forward with your passion or your pleasure, savoring your life, stopping to smell the roses, kind of moving in a relaxed way, but instead feeling kind of stuck and unsure and uncertain and really just perhaps lying to yourself. You know, there may be no obstacle. This could be just a mental prison of your own making. And they're asking you, God, Source, Spirit, and the angels are asking you to visualize abundance in all its forms. And it's also talking about what you focus on, what you think you will attract. So if you are sitting there, you know, kind of with your illusions or kind of feeling like lack or scarcity mindset, things, you know, having to do with how you were perhaps raised or what you saw, you know, grown-ups around you doing or how they were behaving, then it could just be like negative, you know, like negative thinking or projecting negativity onto the future, and it's preventing you from moving forward. It's preventing you from this breaking free from this freedom. We have the freedom and freedom loving, but freedom loving in reverse. So both of these cards kind of symbolizing that there's some type of chains that you want to break, and yet we have obstacles and blocks are lifted. So, you know, are they truly still there? You know, or is that just what you're visualizing? All right, so that is what I have for Libra. I hope that it helps, and I thank you for watching. Hi, Scorpio. Jupiter and Taurus for Scorpio. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So perhaps you are feeling stuck in kind of like being of service to others, kind of feeling obligated or dutiful, and feeling like there's something that you want to break free of, having to do with the responsibilities and kind of going for your own passions and having time for savoring your life and kind of enjoying having time to stop and smell the roses. Or okay, what is this for Scorpio? Okay, block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Okay, so perhaps you're feeling as though you have too many responsibilities and there's some type of unhealthful pattern where you are perhaps going more kind of overindulgent and, for pleasure and passion instead of really getting down to taking care of whatever these Virgo energies are. But the Virgo energy, and I do have another card, I can't remember which deck it is, but it also a card that talks about getting those like tedious things done that nobody really wants to do, and then having time after that for fun. Okay, what is this for Scorpio? Okay, raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So perhaps you might be needing to block out distractions. This might be helpful. Some type of raise or promotion, but it might have an increase in tasks or responsibilities. You'll know if this message is for you if you have some type of unhelpful pattern that either you're overindulging and kind of just not focused on your work, and or this could also be that you go to work and you like spend too much time like by the water cooler with the people that work there, or kind of don't really focus on what it is that needs to get done. Perhaps you're feeling as though you deserve a raise or a promotion. Perhaps you've been putting that off to ask for some type of raise or promotion, and speak freely about it. You're uncertain. Perhaps this job is tedious and you would rather go for what it is you're passionate about. But this talks about blocking out distractions, so you know what those are, and that is probably part of this chain that needs to be broken. Whether it's being too overindulgent and kind of keeping yourself distracted and not really, putting in effort, or feeling stuck to this job that feels kind of tedious, and this also kind of talks about being worth, finding your worth. So maybe you feel like you're doing a job and you're not being paid enough or something like that. But, are you really focusing on what it is that you're supposed to do? Let's get one more for Scorpio. Okay. Detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. So yes, it looks like, find the right people. And there's some kind of negativity surrounding these people, and they may be distracting you from your life purpose, your life goal, your passion. They may be preventing you even from getting what you deserve and the right kind of abundance All right, so that is what I have for Scorpio. I thank you for watching. Okay, hi Sagittarius. Jupiter in Taurus for Sag. Jupiter in Taurus for Sagittarius. Okay, Virgo. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So we're going to get another card because Scorpio did have that same card come out, and you are welcome to watch the Scorpio reading for kind of like a detailed message on that. Okay, let's get one more card for Sagittarius. Okay, the 8th house. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. Okay, and we do have this one as well. Mercury, how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Okay, so there's some type of breaking of some type of cycle. Some type of freedom here that needs okay, this has to do with some type of either shared resources or shared emotions. Perhaps you're not certain about. This card talks about savoring your life, and this talks about how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. 8th house is a Pluto energy. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and so is Gemini. Okay, let's see. This might have to do, this might have to do with kind of cycles of the past, perhaps having to do with working or being of service to others. And shared resources. Okay, let's see for Sagittarius. Okay, clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Okay, well, Virgo, you can see that they're planting things there. So making better choices, breaking some type of patterns from the past, perhaps things that bring up some type of intense emotions, and maybe even emotional eating and or overindulgence. This house I just thought of also is the house of death, sex, and taxes, and because passion is there, it may have to do with intimacy. So clean energy food, I'm feeling is like how you nurture or nourish yourself. Okay, what is this for Sagittarius? Let's get one more. Okay, raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Okay, so you might be making choices this year, right? This transit for freedom, breaking some type of ancestral patterns, or doing the work to heal, really putting in the work and kind of dedication. This might have to do with eating cleanly, and raise or promotion. So really finding kind of like your self-worth. This may have to do with 8th house finances. So it could be shared resources between yourself and another. This can also have to do with inheritances, how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Thinking and feeling would be kind of intense emotions. And this has to do with pleasure and passion as well. So definitely watch the Scorpio reading, because I believe they got like 2 of the same cards. So this could be, because of uncertainty there, and the razor promotion, kind of like that lack mindset, being uncertain or unstable or unsure. This may have to deal with things of the past, and also like that scarcity mindset, eating healthfully. A lot of times is looked upon as more expensive or harder to achieve, or harder to stick to. And again, break the chain. It just depends on whatever you feel might be holding you back. Get one more for Sagittarius. Okay, obstacles and blocks are lifted, and Libra also received this card. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So stay centered and balanced in that. It may be challenging because, again, putting in that dedication to kind of stay on that path. And we have the path, and, breaking those chains. The obstacles may be lifted. This talks about keeping that balance and staying centered. And this may just be kind of like a mindset that is not hard to kind of cycle back to sometimes. So, but it looks good. Just remember to kind of stay centered and balanced. And you've done a lot of good work already. So let's keep up the good work. All right. That is what I have for Sagittarius. And I hope that it's been helpful. Take care. Hi, Capricorn. Okay, Jupiter and Taurus for Capricorn. The 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. And Leo did also receive that card. These cards do kind of talk about paths, taking steps, walking. This might have to do with some type of freedom, either spiritually or for travel or philosophy. For Capricorn. Okay, donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manifold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. Let's get one more for Capricorn. Okay, no more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Okay, so there's some type of stuck feeling where you are feeling as though freedom is not available to you in some way. Freedom to believe or speak your mind, especially with beliefs. donations, tithing, and charitable work. So perhaps you have been kind of holding on to something and kind of blocking your abundance flow. Perhaps living in a mindset where you are kind of feeling like either perhaps like you depend on donations and things of charity, and this talks about complaining. So breaking this chain, rewriting ancestral patterns, and healing. It's important perhaps to travel, broaden your horizons, kind of learn something new or different, kind of explore other ideas, to perhaps become more generous, more giving, perhaps do charitable work. This might feel like you feel stuck kind of paying into some type of belief system that you don't believe. Maybe you were raised into some type of religion that you complain about. If you don't learn anything new or don't change anything, this is at least encouraging you to not complain and to explore your options. All right, so perhaps find what you're passionate about and where you can kind of enjoy life now. At the same time, to not allow for this scarcity mindset or this uncertainty. If you are feeling as though you're unsure, it's time to go within. It's time to be still. It's not continue the struggle. It's figure out, and explore your options and stop complaining, because that energy is just kind of this anger, frustration, and definitely something that is encouraging you right now to break some cycle or change this pattern that perhaps is from your past, your childhood, or from familial patterns. All right, so that is what I have for Capricorn, and I thank you for watching. Okay, hi Aquarius. Okay, Jupiter in Taurus for Aquarius. Okay, 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Okay, so there's some type of freedom where you might be needing to explore your options, some type of kind of feeling of being trapped or held back from something, and there's some type of chains that need to be broken or something that needs to be rewritten. We'll get one more because the 9th house did just come up for Capricorn and also for Leo. You may wish to watch either one of those. Whoa. Okay, Pisces. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. And we'll put that right there up on uncertainty. Okay, so something where you might need to kind of stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Let's get one more for Aquarius. Okay, Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Okay, what is this for Aquarius? Okay, take a divinely guided chance, windfall of abundance, but it's way too many. So visualizing what changes you want to make. This could be exploring meditation, visualization. Okay, what is this for Aquarius? Okay, cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Okay, so what this is saying to me is explore your options. This might have to do with kind of just learning to think differently or believe differently. This is on beliefs and philosophy. This has to do with use love and be compassionate and cooperate. Change, break the chain, rewrite the future. So there's something that's holding you back and keeping you unsure, perhaps from going for your passions and allowing yourself to kind of savor the day, savor your life, stop and smell the roses, really find the pleasure in everything. Your life was created perfectly just for you. So comparing yourself to others is not only unnecessary, but it kind of stops your flow. So this might be the potential to change this and really allow yourself to work with others to co-create. Perhaps this is with beliefs, so co-creating with God, Source, Spirit, and finding partnerships that are collaborative and reciprocal. So, what they need and what you need. Let's get one more for Aquarius. Clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So paying off your debts, but also kind of not feeling indebted to anyone or obligated, to this can be emotional as well. So cooperating instead of competition and kind of any kind of envy or jealousy or intense emotions about feeling shame or guilt or owing people or being obligated. All that needs to be kind of cleared. People pleasing might be part of that chain that needs to be broken as well. All right, so that is what I have for Aquarius. I thank you for watching. Okay, hi Pisces. Jupiter and Taurus for Pisces. The 8th house, this transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. I believe that Sagittarius got that card. Oh. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck is Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So this might have to do with the feminine energy, but that was just at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more for Pisces. Okay, Saturn, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Okay, so feeling limited or restricted, Saturn energy in the 8th house, this has to do with shared resources. It also has to do with shared emotions because passion is there. It does talk about sex, death, and taxes. This could have to do with inheritances. So trying to break some type of chain, some type of situation that's holding you back from feeling free And this is definitely having to do with shared house, shared energy with others. Okay, for Pisces. Okay, it is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for the good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. So is there some thing or some situation, or perhaps it's a pattern, that makes you feel as though, I don't know, I'm almost feeling like the old man winter, because Saturn is, I don't know, I can feel like it's feeling very shrewd to me and kind of maybe stingy, kind of Scrooge-like. It's safe for you to receive, and then you can share with others. There's some type of chain here, some type of ancestral pattern. Let's get one more for Pisces. Okay, have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Okay, so definitely having to do with sharing and helping others. Saturn may make you feel kind of limited or kind of restricted. This might be perhaps making you feel like held back in some way. It's difficult for you to do this, but you're being encouraged to kind of break this chain and then have the courage for you to accept help, receive it, and to, allow it, and also to share it. Let's get one more for Pisces. Okay, windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving. It is safe for you to receive. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Wow. So the debts, the 8th house energy is also kind of like our obligations, our debts. And so feeling as though indebted to others or kind of obligated and feeling kind of tied down in that sense. So all these are encouraging you. It's safe to receive, have courage to accept help. And when you do receive help, you likely be able to kind of like turn that around and also be able to help others with it. Don't just kind of hold it on to yourself. All right, so that is what I have for Pisces. I thank you for watching. That brings us to the end of another reading for our Jupiter and Taurus reading. I hope that it's been helpful. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate all your support and love, and I would love to see you back here again soon. If you'd like to donate, buy me a coffee or ko-fi.com. Those links are in the description box and in the comments. And I have a wish list on Amazon. The links are also there in the comments. All right, take care, everyone.